ISRO's LVM-3M5 successful launch from Sriharikota. And to discuss this, we have with us renowned space expert Ajay Lele joining us from New Delhi. Welcome, Mr. Lele, to DD India. First of all, tell us something about the GSAT-7R. How will it enhance India's defense capabilities, especially those related to the Indian Navy? Also, whether it might prove useful to the Army and the Air Force in any way.
This satellite is actually, as you rightly pointed out, that it is GSAT-7R. R means replacement. This satellite is a replacement of the earlier launch satellite, which was launched in the year 2013 for Indian Navy, called GSAT-7. Also, it is known by a name Rukmini. This satellite has now come of age, and there was a requirement to replace this satellite to have a continuity. But what is more important to understand over here is that during last 10 to 12 years since the satellite was launched in 2013, and it was the first strategic satellite which was launched by India, we have learned many things. The technology also has evolved over the last decade or so. Indian Navy has understood how to use the satellite systems. They have understood what is the exact requirements, what are the advantages, what are the limitations of these systems. So when this second system was developed, Indian Navy contributed in a big way towards development and design part also. So now it is actually, one can say, typically a user-friendly satellite which has been launched for the Indian Navy. This is an exclusive satellite for Indian Navy. It has worked a lot during its earlier phase as Rukmini also. As far as Indian Air Force and Indian Army are concerned, Indian Air Force got its own satellite in the year 2021 called NSAT-7A. In fact, Air Force has also made a request to replace this satellite because of its age. In the year 2023, Ministry of Defense has already approved the launch of INSAT-7C. I think it will be launched in another 2 years or so. As far as Indian Army is concerned, they are going to get an exclusive satellite as far as their requirements are concerned called INSAT-7B. It may happen next year. But as far as Indian Air Force satellite is concerned, around 30% of that satellite space is being used by Indian Army. So I can say that as far as Indian Navy is concerned, the Rukmini was exclusively for their use, and this satellite CMS-03 is also exclusively for their use.
Okay, so could you shed some more light on the ways in which GSAT-7R will further modernize India's communication and telecommunication system?
As far as India's Rukmini satellite is concerned, one can say that it has played a very vital role in various operations. During exercises also, for communicating, say, around 50 ships together at one point in time, it has played a very vital role. So it's not only ships, it's submarines, various other aerial platforms also, which have been used by a Navy. They are networked by these satellites. During Doklam crisis also, this satellite has played a very vital role when we had certain amount of indication about Chinese submarines making some progress in the waters closer to India. So in a similar fashion, this satellite also will be helping Indian Navy to actually have a net centricity established to connect various maritime platforms. Because there is a concept called maritime domain awareness, where you require split-second decision making, and for that purpose you require all sorts of inputs which are in real time. And with satellite systems like this, these inputs will be available in real time for the decision makers to take decisions. So in a sense, I can say that this satellite can help both during peacetime as well as during any sort of operations.
Okay. Could you also illustrate the ways in which GSAT-7R will help critical civilian agencies such as those involved in disaster response, remote sensing and telemedicine in performing their functions?
You see, any satellite system, one can say, is a dual-use satellite system. It can help both military as well as to the civilian administration also. And particularly if you see disaster management in today's context, what we call HADR, becomes a joint responsibility of both Indian Armed Forces as well as the civilian administration. During tsunami crisis also, we have seen how Indian Navy has responded. So disasters like this require secure communication, immediate inputs as far as imagery systems are concerned, and good navigational aids. Every satellite cannot do all those things, but a collection of a few satellite systems together help you in this fashion, and it helps you in a very major way into ensuring that your disaster management agencies work in a quick period of time and they get sufficient inputs, because during most of the disasters what happens is that your weather conditions are very inclement. So disaster management agencies find it very difficult. So if satellite systems are there with secured communication, it really helps them to reach to the last mile also in a quick period of time because of good communication and navigational systems.
Okay. Are there any commercial implications of the successful launch of the GSAT 7R?
You see, as far as commercial implications are concerned, there are no direct commercial implications. But if you see India's space program is a mix of ISRO and commercial agencies working together. So as far as this program is also concerned, there was good amount of a support which was given to ISRO as far as development of their launch vehicle is concerned. LMV vehicle which was developed, LMV-3 vehicle which was developed, there are a lot of commercial agencies which are involved into it. And various other factors also which are indirectly or directly related with development of a ground infrastructure of satellite systems. In India, along with ISRO, HAL also plays a very vital role towards making these systems workable. And there are a lot of commercial agencies which are also doing some small jobs which are required for these purposes. And over a period of time, we can see that the commercial agencies are taking a big role. Today, after this satellite was launched, Chairman ISRO has already indicated that future launch of a PSLV will be done by the commercial agencies. And now the next launch, which may happen as far as PSLV is concerned, could be done by a commercial agency also. So commercial input as far as satellite system development is concerned is increasing day by day. And in this satellite also, there was a certain amount of inputs from the commercial organizations.
Okay, finally, Mr. Lele, considering the successful launch of GSAT 7R satellite, which is entirely indigenously designed and developed, how would you rank ISRO among the world's space organizations today?
I think ISRO is one of the leading space organizations in the world today. And one can say that with confidence because ISRO has got a very long history. If you see that we have done some wonderful missions over a period of last 20 to 30 years. We had launched our Chandrayaan-1 mission in the year 2008. That actually has brought a lot of eyeballs as far as ISRO is concerned. Then ISRO has done various other missions for various other countries also. So both at a commercial terms and at a scientific term, ISRO is doing a good job. ISRO has done various scientific missions also like AstroSat, then Aditya L1 mission. And now we have got major programs which are lined up, Chandrayaan-4, Chandrayaan-5 and Gaganyaan mission also. So I think the entire world is looking at ISRO as one of the most successful agencies, not only based on its success, but because of the quality of a success which they have achieved in a very limited amount of money and time.
Yes, indeed. Shot in the arm for ISRO. Thank you very much, Ajay Lele ji, for being with us. As always, you've given us greater insights on the journey of ISRO.